Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kanata no Astra episode 5. If you already saw my Dumbo reaction from today, then you know that I'm getting everything out a bit late today. Power was out for about 5.5 hours. Basically, I woke up 10 minutes after I woke up, just like checking my phone, and bam, power goes out. And it stayed out for most of this morning. Actually, all of this morning through to almost 2 p.m. At which point it came back on, and now we're able to record. Just a little bit later than I wanted. Whatever. Sorry, these videos will be a bit late, but I'm getting out as soon as I can. Yeah, all right. Kanata no Astra. Last time in episode 4, we arrived on the mushroom planet, which was named like it was something. It was like a mess up of the. We arrived on the mushroom planet, which was named Shumor, which is mush and room split and then backwards. Thanks to whoever pointed that out, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But yeah, mushroom planet. It's a planet ruled by sentient, seemingly carnivorous mushrooms. Well, maybe not sentient, but they operate on some kind of intelligence. Who poison animals and then dole out antidotes to keep them healthy-ish. Really weird, really strange, but the entire thing was to serve the episode's purpose, and the episode's purpose was to focus on Unifoi, the character who was up there on our suspicion charts and is, at least for me, no longer up there on my suspicion charts. Kind of buy her backstory and don't see why she would be a saboteur. So okay, cool. She seems like a cool girl. She got her moment. She sang. It was really beautiful. I complained a little bit that I didn't think that she got a real hero moment, and I think I can rescind that to an extent after some of the conversations that I've had on Discord and just in the comment section. I think I can rescind that a little bit. I don't think she needed a hero moment. I think she just needed to accept herself, and I think that's what she did. It's not like an instant black and white switch from being a beaten down victim to being the hero of the story. That would be dumb. So why would I call for that? That was dumb. This is fine and good. What we will do next, I don't know. I don't know if we can even leave this planet yet. Do we have enough supplies to take off and head somewhere else? I think so. I mean, I assume we want to get the hell out of here as soon as possible, regardless, because crazy poison mushrooms and stuff. But, will we get another planet? Or more missions on this planet? Or something unexpected? I don't know. Let's find out. I have episode 5 of Kanata no Astra up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be a picture-in-picture version of this reaction video with the video up there, in the description down there, time-based version on YouTube, discussion at the end, beep beep timer at the beginning to sync up if that's what you want to do, and timer goes here. Okay, so we're still here. Magic singing. She's a bard. Aww. No, I said she didn't get a hero moment. She kind of did, I guess. She just did. Right there. There it is. Oh. So she's super famous? That explains some things. So the desire not to have their reputation tarnished and stuff like that. This is true. All right, Kanata, you forward-thinking progressive boy. I guess that's just like generally okay. I mean, it's not that progressive to be like, yeah, you could express yourself. Aww. Aye, yeah. Hmm. Well, fuck them. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. You mean friends? So if I remember, this is the first time we've started with them leaving a planet. I think we've always started with them like arriving on a planet. Hmm. Oh, a haircut. A little snip. A little bang trim. Yes. Proud. Who's she recording this for? Mom. Something like that. No new mail. Okay, watching that very carefully because I know there are people who are suspecting RES, which I think is kind of ridiculous, but okay. All the parents. Vice principal. This confirms to me that RES is safe. Someone's going to say something interesting. But willingness to comply isn't necessary guilt and isn't necessarily guilt. Olive Raffaelli. Yeah. Wormhole. Reality's even stranger. There's something there. Something off with Kanata's father. Whose parents is this? Yeah. I was wondering who's missing. I was wondering if she was Luca's or Charce's. Okay, so Charce's is here, but Luca's is not. Has he? Okay, something political just got brought in. It's the same line. Genome management. Wow. Somebody pointed that out to me, and I had totally missed it. We go to letterboxed widescreen when we're elsewhere, and then when we're in space, boom. Use the full 16:9 for the glory. Praise. Still no OP. Pretty interesting. Where'd you get the sunbed things? Luca Javelin. Mm. Hmm. Is that made from the same material? Looks like it. How did he make a recurve? Just gonna skip the logic. Getting a little antsy, eh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, kidder. We'll just linger here. Yes, she is. Uh-huh. All right. I'm not sure what the difference really is. Oh, Uniform's got you both beat. Huh? Oh. We're gonna do one of these, huh? Oh? They reproduce, yeah. Which factors into the DNA and cloning stuff that we were talking about before. Funi's a clone. There's a flaw in genetic diversity from parthenogenesis, though, because you don't crossbreed. You don't get mixes of traits. She's talking about romance on an asexual planet. There's something weird about that. It's cool. Yup. Mm-hmm. Only natural that you fall in love with him a little bit. She's so evil. But like lovably evil, you know? Zach. Ooh. We're just childhood friends. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Just having so much fun. And asking him. Hmm. Terrible. Oh, they're perfect together. Oh. Ow! Oh! The bristles. Mm-hmm. Mm. What are you gonna find? There aren't? That's kind of weird. Yup. Yup. You're actually a bit annoying. Oh, so casual. All right, Toei. Deal. I get the feeling they don't talk very much. Yeah. You were gonna try and kill him with that gun you're packing, weren't you? When you came back from the trip. Me? I don't. Wait, we just had it. It's something Hispanic. There. Yeah. He just realized. He just realized. He's a politician. Ulgar's not joining. Hmm. Memory transplant tech, two of them are working on. And a politician who is against the gene management thing. Right. Mm-hmm. Not so much with Ulgar, though. Holy shit, Ulgar. Really? Really? Right now? Yeah. No. Nah. I don't buy that. So new ED because the hair change and some of the changes. Okay, interesting. Wrestling? Okay. Kittery's just loving it. Hmm. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Okay, so this ending piece right here, where Ulgar comes up with the gun and holds it to Luca's head, I'm gonna just toss it. I'm just gonna discount it completely because I think it'll be undercut within the first minute of the next episode. Um, I don't think Ulgar is the baddie. I think that's a direct result of realizing who Luca is and who Luca's father is. But that turns our attention toward what I think is the more interesting question. Who is Luca's father? What is the gene management project thing? Why was he against it? Things like that. Okay, so first thing that I want to make note of is previously I had taken our introduction to Arias in her own home with a mother, with a family, all that stuff as pretty solid proof that she's a real girl and like not our problem child. I consider this confirmation that her mother is just genuinely worried about her after not receiving any logs from her since the first one. This makes sense to me. It lines up, and she's acting like she would, not like somebody who is pleased that her diabolical plan involving her daughter's death is underway. Okay, so then we end up in this conference room, and this is essentially for the purposes of us, the audience. This is a police lineup. Um, we've got we've got a bunch of characters who are related to the characters that we know. They're back on Earth. Some of them had a hand in setting up this situation. Very likely somebody in this room, or potentially the one person who's absent from this room, uh, are involved in the assassination attempt or whatever went wrong. But who and why? Currently, I think logical uh, suspicion falls on Funi's mother, but the way that they orchestrated this conversation, everyone speaks. Chars's mother was the last one to speak, leaving it up in the air whether it was Chars or Luca, but whose parent is absent, and it turns out that it is Luca. Okay, interesting, interesting. And then Zach and Kittery's parents work together. Apparently, he's working on memory transfer, which is an interesting and terrifying idea, because memory is essentially, if we think of it in this way, then like if memory is the compilation of all of the things that have made you you, then it's taking a consciousness, essentially a soul, and moving it from body to body. It's very interesting technology and essentially leads to immortality if you're wealthy enough to buy enough bodies to hot swap into. However, you get those. Ideally, you would want to swap into a body that's not occupied by anyone. Ideally, you'd want it to be a body that was extremely familiar to you. Therefore, ideally, you'd want it to be a clone of you, right? But if that's not currently legal, because there's this stuff about the genome management project, whatever, finally going through. What if you were dying and needed to be swapped sooner? I wonder if when you're swapped, does your memory leave the original body, or does it remain there and create a second copy? Could Bigo be the consciousness of Funi's mother? Whoa! All right, we're at the point where speculation is getting a little wild, I think. But there's an interesting drip feed of information. So there's something a little bit unique about the way that they shoot Kanata's father when he speaks. Olive Raffaelli speaks. Almost everyone is shot in these slow pans, right? But then Kanata's father gets this way close face eye close up thing. There. Yeah, this is like suspicious character building, you know? As far as the content of what they say, nothing stood out to me as being particularly suspicious. Just interesting. I think this is mostly setting the status quo for this situation. Okay. Speaking of the government, Mr. Esposito is not coming. He's a senator, right? Perhaps he can talk to the government. He's done all that a long time ago. Okay, I want to see who says we all share the same sadness. Yes. Okay. Then I think the weirdest thing that's said is this line, because it creates a connection between this character who is Ulgar's father and Marco, Luca's father. Because they both use the exact same line to describe the way that they feel. And this guy's Ulgar's father's explanation feels genuine. But later, when we hear it from Marco, it's weird. That's not the way that he says it that's that weird. It's that he uses the exact same line. Is that impossible? No, but it strikes me as an odd coincidence. Like something worked out beforehand. I don't know. Maybe it's just to throw me off the scent. Probably. It's probably twists and turns. All around. I don't know. Well, next episode, we're going to have to eventually answer the question, why does Ulgar have the gun in the first place? Regardless of anything else. I don't think Ulgar's the saboteur. I don't think he's interested. I think he's interested in vengeance. He has a grudge, and I think it's against his father. I think his plan was to go on the camp, return from the camp with the gun, and kill him with it. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a lot less complicated than I'm making it out to be, and Ulgar just is the bad boy. I don't think so. I don't think so. At this point, it's just too obvious. I don't think anything can be quite that simple. Not for an ongoing story. This episode struck an amazing balance between, like, fun and goofy and, like, taking a break with the characters in the same way that they do on this planet. And fan service, equal opportunity fan service, male and female. A lot of female, though. Not complaining. I enjoyed it. but a really solid balance between the fun stuff that's happening and the, as I called it, the drip feed of information that keeps you intrigued. And in my case, it keeps me like watching everything like a hawk because I'm expecting that there will be something that'll like change things, right? Something interesting, something that will inform the way that I see the show or some of the characters moving forward. Kittery trying to ship Kanata and Arias is great. Yunfua realizing that she's into Zack is great. The design of this planet is, as usual, pretty cool. It's got this vibrant tone to it, very tropical feeling, as it should. Mr. Zweig, the vice principal. So we talk full names. It gets bad. He recognizes Marco Esposito and pulls the gun. I mean, just the Ulgar's the Ulgar is the enemy. I don't think so, man. Nah. Ulgar has his own personal motivations. Once he explains them, they'll make sense. I'm sure of it. All right, was there anything that I missed? Like blatantly missed talking about? I don't think so. Boobs, fish, fruit, toothbrush in the nose. Ow. Ulgar, family, gun, ending. Okay. Cool. I think this was a really solid episode. Lots of intrigue. And as before, I have no idea who's who or who to trust or anything. I'm leaning toward trusting most, if not all, of the people on the ship and not trusting any of the parents back home. And leaning toward the sleeper agent type idea. Most likely Funi. And now that we've talked about it more, I'm leaning toward the clone idea and potentially the memory transfer having something to do with it. Maybe it's a big old conspiracy. Maybe everybody's involved. Everybody except Arya's mom. Hell if I know. But I'm having a lot of fun trying to figure it out, so I'll keep watching. But that's going to be about it for me for this video. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kanata no Astra episode 5. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week in the next one. Peace.